subscribe. Come watch this. This is gonna be the most stressful stream in the world. Hello, internet? Question mark?
It's me, John. It's your internet.
Oh, we're live again. Whoop-de-hoop-de-hoo. I think. Are we? Yes, we are. Alright, that was super weird. My internet just exploded for no reason. Guys. Where were we?
We were talking about a scroll.
I was about to
the urgent report.
Read out this urgent report.
You can read out the urgent report as I catch myself up.
Urgent. Report of Hoarfrost Libram between Dan Ibel and Lo Arla, likely heading north. Spies indicate Libram in possession of powerful sorcerer of many titles. Beginning with Joe or Nall, of unknown draconic descent. If born of traitor blood, kill and take possession of the Libram and return to the dark sorcerer Dynash. If born of loyal blood, attempt diplomacy and offer allegiance, power, and treasures to entice them to our side. This fight is no longer about ideology. This is a matter of survival now that the master has gone missing. With luck, we shall meet you upon the entrance of the human tomb.
That's probably nothing to worry about.
It's probably fine.
Joe and all, they're after you.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
No offense, but you're just kind of a nothing, in my opinion.
Did you hear the part where I read out powerful sorcerer?
That's the most unbelievable part. If they just wanted your stones, I'd understand.
I have some big stones. You're right.
Apparently a big enough one to entice the dragon, sure. Is there a possibility that I can convince you to stop proclaiming your name to people when we arrive places?
Well, so far it's worked in our favor because they're not after us. They're just after him.
But we're with him.
Well, yes, but if we were to leave him, then they're no longer after us.
I see your point. That's a great point, yeah.
It's a great
I think it's in your best interest that you start calling yourself by another name because we're just going to leave you behind if we get caught up in this.
No,
or I will use you as bait to get to the true enemy.
I mean, I could become the great and powerful Lanage if you want.
That's a great name. Love it.
You should do like Null Jaw. I'll never expect it.
No. They said that it starts with Null or Joe, so I can't just swap those two.
Yeah, can't use either of those.
Y'all know?
Anybody know a Dynash?
Don't know where the big dragon is.
Yeah, Big Dragon's gone. This is some faction run by some nerd called Dynash.
And the human tomb, that's the place we're also trying to go?
Probably.
Most
I say we just let them catch you then, and we'll meet you there. I mean...
Or would we... But we won't know what he is.
Who?
Null Jaw.
I'm not gonna speak to you anymore if you continue this tomfoolery.
He wanted us to stop saying his name.
Common is a simple language, son. I can't tell you anything else. In Dwarven, this would have been 17 stanzas. I don't know what else to say.
It's a very poetic language.
Hey, most people don't know that, yeah.
Commonly referred to as the language of love.
Mm-hmm.
And hate.
Very sexy. Okay, well, Simon, you got to figure out something to do with these I don't give a shit what happens after this, so long as, you know, we get paid for something. So. And Janelle doesn't die traumatically in front of me.
Happens.
So, Simon, can you do anything with this wyvern body?
Well, we can do a lot of things with this wyvern body. It depends on what our goal with it is. If we're returning back to where we were coming from, best case scenario, we gut it and hope it stays fresh until we return to the city. If we're heading north still, then we want to discard as much of the flesh that is in contact with the skin, bones, talons, stinger, teeth. Mostly we want to get rid of the fat, ligaments, and meat, because we can't take that with us.
I think we have to go back to the city to let them know that we done did our job.
We left Bahammaron back there, so
we also did do that. We left Baja Blast back there, yeah.
So I would like to.
He didn't want to be bait. Coward.
I can't blame him. I'm pretty sure he would have gone up in flame.
I'm gonna use you as bait next, knowing this shit, by the way, just letting you know.
Oh yeah, are you of loyal or traitor blood? That was not really clear from the...
Great question.
How am I supposed to know? What does that even mean?
Well,
do they include a blood test with is there a blood test on this man? Does he have like a is there a little piece of paper that we stick to you or something that tells us?
Like change down the corpse looking for a piece of
paper. Yeah.
A
pH level
diabetes test.
Exactly.
Janelle, do you feel like a traitor?
Yeah, do you feel treacherous or do you feel loyal on the inside?
I have felt more loyal day by day.
You're fine.
Well, for returning to the city, we're going to need to gut the beast.
Fine.
That will cause it to spoil faster if we leave it inside.
I mean, take out the intestines and such, like you do for a pig.
Yep, drain of blood, and then hope for the best. I have a bit of salt, but that won't be nearly enough for a wyvern.
Well, just say the word and I'll help you, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
I have the half-blind man helping me with cutting the...
Osric is also helping, so you have a half-blind man and an elderly person.
This will go fine. Yeah, we'll gut the wyvern and drain it of blood.
Yeah.
Well,
the three of the outdoorsy types, we'll call them, begin to, dress down a wyvern for the first time in their lives. What is Belle and Jonal doing?
Oh, well, I was getting the warlock's stuff left off. I assume that's now turned into supervising the process of wyvern gutting from afar.
Okay. What about you, Jonal?
Yeah, I think, I am similarly staying at a good distance from this, and I guess I'll be trying to bring around that last cart that didn't get fireballed.
Yeah. You go chase down the donkey that took off away from the approaching wyvern and fireball wielding hobgoblin. And you all have a lovely 2-ish hour field exercise of skinning, or partially skinning, cutting open, looking at the weird digestive system of a wyvern. It's gross, obviously. Super gross. Are there any parts of this dragon you guys wish, or dragonoid, that you wish to harvest, or just keep it all intact and then drag it back to the city?
Well, the poison is the most expensive part of the wyvern. But I'm not a professional when it comes to extracting wyvern poison. That is more of a specialized job. So I don't know if it will spoil or if it will stay good. But that's the majority of the money that we'd be getting.
We couldn't take a jar and take it to the end of the stinger and milk it like an udder.
You
I'm asking you,
can
you have more
milk
experience.
a stinger? It's more
I think yes. I
It
think
ain't
you
a
can
titty,
milk
buddy.
the stinger.
It's a stinger.
it's more of a drip sort of system that when it punctures will start to leak, but then it goes bad if it's outside of it for too long and in contact with air. So while it's inside, it stays good. But the longer it's inside, it will still go bad because there is no longer the production or the refreshment of the venom or poison. Technically,
It is
this would
shocking to
be
me that you actually know what you're talking about. That's impressive.
venom? I think this is venom. Because poison, you'd have to eat it. Potato, potato. Long story short, we're risking no matter what we do.
Let's get this thing to the city.
We have to
That's going to
build
be
a
such a smelly
sled.
ride back.
Well,
It
get a
will
mustache.
be
Not
a
as bad as the
smelly
Chimera.
ride back.
Manticore.
Does anyone take the hobgoblin with them, or do you just leave that on the road?
I mean the ear.
There's a tower of wizards and witches that could figure, something out about something. I don't know. Might as well. We can get money for both things.
Okay.
Okay.
Time like these, I wish we still had a cleric who could gentle repose the corpses so they don't rot.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Ease of use, cleric.
Just empower young, John.
We walked too straight in a line.
Yeah, he really should have turned at some point.
Party,
Straight into the enemy.
utilizing a mule, utilizing your dwarves, walking over the broken road, you all will return to our good friend of Low Arla. I need to see how long it took you guys to get here in the first place, because it'll take you dragging a body back slightly slower.
It was 7 days before we encountered the wyvern.
Was it 7 days?
Yep.
Perfect. Then I owe you all a random encounter roll.
A second wyvern.
With a second sorcerer that casts
Three
fireball.
wyverns show up.
We're getting our money's worth.
Oh, I'm missing a D10. Can someone roll me a 1D100 for me, please? Please.
Yeah, I can
Please
do
and
that.
Thank you.
Not if I get. Oh, damn it. You beat me by
51.
a second.
If only we got that 5.
By 1 millisecond, we do
Ugh.
not have a 5.
8-2 on my dice. Ciao. As you all are walking down this beautiful highway beside a river where there is lush vegetation, you all will hear a call coming from the river. I'm going to say this happens on the... There we go. 3rd day of travel. So this is going to happen on the 20th. You hear someone call out from the river.
We should probably go investigate that.
We don't have to. We probably
Hello?
should, but we don't have.
You body of adventurers with the smelly serpent on a cart. Hello?
Who's there?
Tis I. Come over here.
His fucking who?
That's my name. AI.
Your name is Tis I?
No. It's just...
Your,
No, it's the.
your
it's
name is
the
I.
little- It's the
Someone
little
who's not
apprentice
wearing
boy who got
Heavy armor, go investigate that.
teleported away at the town.
I'm on it.
Bell
I'll
thinks
go-
it's little
Over.
Shamshir.
Shamshir, is that you?
No.
Is that you little fuck?
It's not.
I'll go investigate.
It's Tizzy.
Pax heads over to apparently Tizzy in the river. And Pax, you, after kicking over some reeds and fumbling through some brush, will see
Pax, scream if you
a
need help.
woman made out of water. She is quite literally a part of this river and is formed up. Her facial features made out of a living current. This is not what you're expecting at all, Pax. Hello.
Greetings. Ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
A
Call me
lady?
whatever.
How may I help you?
I have questions.
Please, fire away.
Well, somebody threw a bunch of serpent innards into the river, and it's caused a bit of a blood frenzy in the predatory fish. Was that you guys?
I think just from happenstance, they might have rolled down the bank into the river. That might be our doing. My apologies.
Oh no. You're gonna destroy the environment.
Or, well, I mean, would that destroy the environment, or would that just add to it?
Well, I'm asserting the fact that it's gonna be destroyed.
Oh. You have my most humble apologies.
I want something for you to prove that you're apologetic.
He's, oh, river goddess? Damn it.
I'm thinking.
We should
What do you got?
support someone using water.
What do I have on me in my possessions?
What's your most prized possession?
Well, my most prized possession isn't really mine to give.
What does that mean?
This armor is...
Are you married? You don't look married.
No. I'm not married.
Yeah,
my
you
my
got
most
rocked.
my most expensive is this armor that was recently gifted to me.
Oh, I don't want your ugly ass leather armor.
It's not
It's
ugly.
not much of an apology if you just give up your armor.
Don't have any great wealth, if that is what you seek.
No. Here's what I want from you. What's your name?
My name is Pax.
Here's what I want from you, Pax. I want you to go to town. What's it called? Lo Arlo or something?
That is correct.
I want you to get a keg of wine and throw it in the river.
Of course. Is that all you require?
Yes. It has to be good wine, not shit wine.
You would like me to throw a cask of fine wine into your river.
No, a keg, not a cask.
A keg.
Yes.
I will.
Isn't that what
see to
wine
it
is
that it's
held in,
done.
or am I thinking of booze?
I think you're thinking of booze.
Tell me the difference between a cask and a keg.
A keg is usually reinforced and more stout and not nearly as wide, and a cask is of greater size with a different type of wood for aging the wine. I heard that at a tavern once.
Okay. Well, I don't care then, as long as it's cylindrical.
If this will appease you, it will be done.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that, Pax.
And he bows a little bit, and then carefully, slowly makes his way back to his companions.
Okay. Pax, you head back away from what appeared to have been a water nymph. All of you heard that conversation. I'm going to let you all individually decide if you, like, snuck a peek or, like, you know, glanced over the foliage to see what the fuck Pax was talking to.
Oh, of course. Curiosity killed the bell, after all.
I'm
Ozric
not
is
looking.
not tall enough.
I'm not. I have a wyvern corpse. This is more valuable than whatever that is.
Damn, that water nymph likes to party.
A water. Oh, that's what that was. Yes, appears so. We must throw a cask of fine wine because someone threw innards in the river.
We said
I
they weren't
expected-
packs.
You
You
told
are
me it would be
addicted to
fine.
the water nymph.
You told me it'd be fine. You're like, yeah, just throw it in the
You-
river. The fish will eat it.
Yeah, 'cause that's what it does.
That was
Fish
wrong,
eats
apparently.
I am recycling.
You're ruining the environment. The water nymph
No,
said
I am
so.
not. You
Yeah,
are
I really
just
think
got
you should just like left it on a rock for like some big birds to eat or something.
Thank you. Why didn't you say something earlier, Osric? You were there. You helped.
I'm sorry, am I supposed to be helpful always?
Yes.
Yes.
For
You also
yourself,
have a voice,
youngins.
Packs.
Come on.
Look, now you're
We're
indebted to
supposed
a
to
water nymph.
I
Which is
gotta
a,
help you all the time.
thing.
Daddy Ozric gotta do it for you.
I don't know how you're gonna get the good
It's-
big barrel of wine, but that's now a problem for you, Packs.
well, it's
Get in the
gonna have to
fucking
come
wagon,
from
Pax.
the-
Gotta go.
What
You don't
did I
have
do?
time to be indebted to water nymphs.
Well, again, I place all the blame on Thymond.
I didn't talk to the nymph. You did.
Party, after the strange encounter with the water nymph, and also apparently something about environmental damage, which in retrospect, Pax, doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. It's just meat being fed to predatory fish. How could it ruin the environment? You will all head back to Low Arla, where Bahammaron, as well as the Merchant Overseer, or the Road Overseer, will be hella grateful for, one, your success in bringing back a wyvern carcass, and two, reopening the roads. As soon as you guys enter the city with your great big trophy of a rotting, smelling wyvern corpse, brought through the summer sun, you all will be celebrated as heroes, and immediately caravans will begin heading out. Wow, such gentle.
Do we get
music
money?
is being played. You do get money, yes. Let's find out.
Are both corpses?
Nobody cares about the hobgoblin, but the wyvern.
Come on.
Not even the ear? You don't get like
What?
5 gold for the ear?
I need to check my
Conic
hobgoblin
sorcerers are
rates.
dime a dozen.
Well, I said he respected it.
Okay, I need someone to roll me a casual 2d6.
This is no longer me. Just one up to you guys.
Very nice.
6.
60, 100, 1100, or not 1100. 110, 40. The Overseer was able to get through a bunch of funding and honestly just getting caravanners to pitch in. 170 gold worth of a reward for you all, which you may split amongst yourself, as well as a point of reliability. Everyone, go ahead and take that.
We love reliability.
Indeed. You set out with a thing you all wanted to do, and you guys did it. Congratulations.
How much gold split?
170 divided by 5, whatever that is.
I'll just check it. 34.
34 even.
Indeed. What are you guys wanting to do with this body?
The Hobgoblin?
Well, now that we're in town,
Do not throw it in the river, please.
we're not throwing it into the river. Try to.
Power doesn't want it?
Well, we have to dissect it now that we're in a place. We'll let the professionals do it.
You would want to find a leather worker or a tanner.
Or a butcher,
The
maybe?
hobgoblin?
Butcher would deal with the processing of meat for the purposes of food, Diamond.
So yeah, we'll find a tanner.
Okay. You head on over to the smelly, gross leatherworker district where rotten oak is stuffed into barrels to make tannin, which is where the word tanner comes from. It is a disgusting, foul smell. Anyone with higher sensibilities would reject even getting close to this place. Are you just wanting to sell the carcass to a tanner who would, in theory, make stuff from this corpse, or are you wanting parts of it for yourself?
I'm
Is this
vote
the
we sell it.
wyvern?
Yep.
The wyvern. Yeah.
No, I don't want anything from it. We can just sell it. I'm fine with that.
I think Thyman has a fascination with deceased
I'm trying
monsters.
to think. At best, just the poison.
The venom.
Poison would be nice.
Yeah, the
Venom, yes.
Tanner would not be able to extract
Yeah.
the venom.
That's my worry. We need a alchemist.
Poisoner.
That's expensive.
Just sell the body.
Yeah, let's just sell it. I don't have much that I want from the wyvern corpse.
Okay.
We can sell the body, but I personally would give it a shot at trying to extract the venom, but it might go horribly wrong.
Okay. You might as well give it a shot. Even
I
if we
think
only
this would
get
be more
one
your
vial.
field. Okay, I would try to milk the venom then into a vial.
I'm not going to risk poisoning myself. She can handle it.
Sure, thanks, Thyman. I'm glad for the vote of confidence.
Just squint your one good eye.
So before we sell it, I will try to milk the venom.
Okay. I'm looking real quick at how this is done.
It is a very long and complicated process.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What tools do you have to help you in this, Pax?
If we're in town when I attempt this, I would try to secure a pair of gloves, a vial, some sort of tongs or like blacksmithing tongs or something to handle, I guess, the sharp barbs.
I have smith tools and jeweler's tools. I
I use all of
either
Thymon's
those.
tools. I use all of Thymon's equipment.
Don't break my equipment. These are expensive.
I will not be giving you any of my tools. I will watch from far away and provide
Wait.
you encouragement.
Old man, you have tools?
No, we're dwarves. Of course we have tools.
I know.
We're not
What am I
useless
thinking?
like you.
Alright. I'm gonna warn you all, it is now raining again, so my internet may die at any moment.
Have you tried getting a little bit of the rainwater and like splashing it on your modem while saying some
I
sort of
wish.
chant?
Like, build up an
With
immunity to rain.
Incense?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a flat survival roll here. No advantage because I don't think anyone's milked a wyvern in your party before. Especially a week-old corpse. However, if we succeed in this beautiful little gross-ass task, we will have 2 vials of wyvern venom up for grabs. I suppose I should
Here we
make a
go.
DC, huh?
Just think a number in your head, or just watch what he rolls and then decide off that.
I'm gonna check my handy dandy D&D or DMG guide here. Okay, DC set.
Okay, here we go. 8.
Pax.
You have a -3?
Yes.
Oh,
Pax. What comes out is a fetid ichor, to say the least. Having become a viscous gelatin more so than a fast-flowing, dangerous venom. You squeeze and squeeze and squeeze using tongs against this corpse, but at one point it becomes so disgusting that you regret buying the vials in the first place, which cost you 2 gold, by the way. You have 2 perfectly usable vials, but there is a gross slop that oozes of rot as you pinch out the venom. At most, this body could be sold, or the tail spike could be sold as a trophy, but would be unusable for anything else.
Damn shame.
Got it.
Indeed.
from the body, I would like, I guess, then just a tail spike and just like a thin strip of its hide
Okay.
for like a handle for a weapon.
You can just add
a
that
grip.
to your sheet. As for the corpse itself, this is a very exotic creature. And although wyvern leather is not a particularly desirable material for the collectors and for the ultra wealthy to be able to brag that your clothing is made out of fucking wyvern leather is quite a cool thing. The leather tanner, or the tanner overseer here, who oversees this entire town's leather industry, will pay out a whopping 400 gold, apparently, for this corpse.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's good money.
Goes for as much as an elephant. In case you guys want to buy an elephant for some reason.
Guys,
80
Your plan.
gold each.
80 gold?
80 gold each.
I'm rich.
Is this on top of the other 34?
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
If you wish to do anything with the rotten hobgoblin body, now would be the time to tell me.
Does the bounty include Hobgoblin, yes or no?
It would have included it, yeah.
So I
Huh?
guess we can sell one of its ears for a total of 5 gold. I think was the price on it. To the local bounty board. Or Sue's Guard. What was the price on? Because I know it was
I was at the
bugbear.
last city, not this one.
Logistically,
Yeah, that was a couple cities ago.
do we really care to make a day trip to the local fortress
No,
and be like,
no,
I
5 gold's
killed
not worth
one
it.
hobgoblin. Give me 2
We
gold.
we asked
No.
the tanner if we can dispose of it where he disposes of things tanners
Oh
dispose
yeah,
of, I guess.
totally.
Tuck it in your meat pile.
Great.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Pax, I will give you 2 gold for those 2 vials. I'll trade you.
Sure, here they are. 2 vials of rotten gelatin.
Wow. Had you do all the work when he could have done a better job just to give you 2 gold for 2 measly vials of utter shit.
Or the vial's actually full of rotten poison.
No, he wouldn't have been able to.
Okay, yeah, I thought like the poison was useless, but you just had 2 good vials, and I wanted those.
Yeah.
Could have paid probably a copper for them at a store somewhere.
These are
Used
quality
vials,
vials.
1 copper.
Okay.
Alrighty. Party. It is currently the 25th. You can set out the following morning with your good... Well, not even the following morning. You guys could leave that evening if you want.
Are we still with Baja Man?
Yeah, Bahamon has been waiting for you. He's your go-to caravaner and supplier.
Mhm.
Good man.
Did we need to buy a cask and throw it into the river?
I'm on it. I'm on it. I guess me and Jornal will go shopping for wine.
Yeah. How much money are you going to spend on this great big cask of wine?
How much does wine go for? Like 20 gold? 10 gold?
There are variable rates depending on quality.
like
Jonal's
good
gonna
wine.
spend the whole time being like, no, that wine's not good enough. You gotta get them the good stuff. I'm trying to upsell you on this the whole time.
Good thing I'm a miser, because I'm like, well, I don't know, 50 gold for a cask of wine?
Okay.
Is that good enough wine? Jornal, is this good enough wine? It's 50
Oh, no.
gold.
You see
Wanna
that one
make-
over there that costs 60? That one's perfect.
Are you helping chip in for that?
I'll throw in 5.
Fine. I'll pay 55.
Now better make deals with the water nymphs. It's a slippery slope.
Pax, you roll this cask into the river. Nothing immediately
And then he
happens.
yells. Okay.
What do you yell into
And
the
he-
river?
I have your wine.
You hurl it
Be
in.
appeased.
You watch as the cask floats awkwardly on top of the river, and then suddenly goes heavy and sinks. A local fisherman watches you as you go through this weird ritual. You know it's a
Water
legal to
nymphs, am I
litter in
right?
the river, right?
I owed a water nymph a favor, I guess.
No. No.
You've been there before. I can tell.
He says nothing. Just stares at you like the weirdo you are. Party.
March off.
You head on up, going northbound. To Morrowind.
I'll be short rested.
Yes, you would have had 4 consecutive short rests at this point.
Okay.
You may even get a long rest on the road. I just need to do a little bit of random encounter checks. I owe you 1 for
Don't
the
even
first
need
step.
that 15.
Indeed.
Hot diggity dog.
Okay.
Can't wait to start constructing the monster's battle axe. Got all the parts for it.
Perhaps on the road we'll make it. Perfect. There we go. Huh. That is auspicious. What is a 5 on my d6? God, is this really a 15-day journey? Fucking hell.
Got a few days on the road.
Huge.
Osric is gonna get
Long
stanky.
480.
As opposed to what,
30.
Osric?
Always has been.
Oh, that was a mistake.
It's a
I
60.
regret doing that.
Party, you're gonna be on the road for basically half a month here. I want to kind of know what you guys get up to during this time.
Constructing the monster battle axe. I've obtained 5 parts, 4 parts.
Okay. We'll
Osric.
revisit item creation at Marvo, where you'll finish setting it. Well, in terms of like socially or any, you know, things you all wish to do with one another, this is kind of a boring time lapse, to say the least, which will be interrupted at some point, but, you know.
So,
Osric
Jamal,
is compelled by his religion to do 2 things. One is to get rid of the demon branch.
I'll fight you.
Because it's demonic.
I will fight you. If the old man thinks he can put in the hurt, we can go one-on-one.
And the second one is to question Janal.
Which do you want to attempt to do first, Osric? I'm fairly certain that branch is being turned into an axe handle.
Yeah.
Great. That's fine.
Alright.
Osric can try to light it on fire a couple times.
I am like watching over this like a baby because I like have all the parts. Like I'm just looking over like planning. You will have
So,
very little chances to sneak by.
more than likely, how should I say this? Thymond, you are chiseling and, what's it called? Whittling this demon wood down with several of your tool-making things. Probably chisels, hammers, and knives. So this will indeed be quite difficult to set on fire without setting the entire cart on fire, Osric. Which I'm sure you want to do. How do you go
Is it
about...
hollow? Like...
Branch.
I'm sorry,
This
I
was a
missed the
shaft of
question.
wood.
Is it hollow?
No. This thing was described as like a knotted chunk of wood.
Okay. I was hoping to do this earlier, just like throw it in a fire pit or something when he wasn't paying attention, but it's a bit harder to do when he's got a hold of it every night.
It's true.
Sleeps with it.
Osric will he'll wait for his chance. He'll wait. If that chance is during a fight, a battle, and it just so happens that there's, you know, the
Okay.
potential of a fire being around, maybe it ends up in there in an accident. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
But Osric cannot. let it continue. Must be destroyed.
Understood.
It is evil.
Any other easier tasks you want to get over and done with here, Jonal? Or not Jonal, Osric. Excuse me.
It's questioning Janal.
Questioning Jonal. Gotcha.
That one's probably
you
easier.
Approach Janal.
I force him to ride up front with me at some point.
Alright.
You're trying to keep Jonal in one spot?
Mhm.
That sounds difficult.
I give him the the reins for the cart. You're gonna learn how to drive today, Janal. Hold tight. They can feel your weakness.
Don't we, like, hire people to do this? Aren't we supposed to be guards?
Listen, Janal, you never know when something terrible is gonna happen and people are gonna die and you're gonna have to be the one riding a cart while I fire upon our enemies. Okay? You gotta be reliable. Multiple skills.
Okay.
You say, yes, yeah, there you go, good. You understand?
No. I did okay back there. I'm not the one that drove my cart into a fireball. I'm just saying.
It was a necessary loss. Alright, this is why we got the badasses. Okay? Now these are good asses. Alright, you gotta treat them with respect. Okay? Hold tight. Alright, but not too tight. Okay? Stay
Osric,
calm, but
get
not
to
too
the
calm.
point, please.
Alright?
While you were giving this impromptu lesson on how to ride a cart,
Yeah.
or drive a cart, what does Osric say to Jonal specifically about the topic at hand?
I'd say, like, once Osric has, like maybe, like, instilled, like, a little bit of panic in Janal. By, like, constantly overcorrecting him on things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Janal, I want you to know something. Are you ready? You prepared? Is your body ready?
I know lots of things.
Do you, Janal? I don't think you do. Because it seems as though the multiple times I was talking about the fact that my religion revolves around the killing the dragons, you seem to have missed the fact that I perhaps understand what you say.
I hope you understand what I say. Sometimes
And
I do
draconic,
wonder
Janal,
in your
draconic,
old
Janal,
age,
Janal,
you know?
stay with it. Come on, Janal. Look at the donkeys. Janal, they're going where?
Yeah, I'm not sure you understand what I say. Never mind.
Janal, I 100% understand. Okay? Now I need you to answer a question. It's a yes or no question. Janal, do you work for the goddamn bastard Sorrow?
I don't work for nobody.
He works for Bahamon.
You have a boss. His name's Bahamon.
You know.
Do you know what the paper means by loyal blood?
No. I assume it's... From their perspective, I assume it would be something to do with being the blood of maybe Sarl himself, maybe red dragons in general, maybe chromatic dragons. I don't know. I would assume they would see the metallic dragons as betrayers.
And what is your descent from, Janal?
I will quickly take my left hand and roll up my glove, showing a few brass scales.
Okay.
And roll it back down.
I think the next time we come across this, it'd be perhaps an interesting thing to do to pretend like you are one of the dragons they like, to see if we can find out more information. Are you capable of that at all?
That's what I was trying to do.
And then you lit them on fire, Janal.
Well, no, you don't understand. You're the one that killed him. I had to light him on fire to have him know we were serious.
Oh, okay. All right. You make a fair point. Listen, I just get in these moods sometimes where I just cannot be stopped. All right. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, don't get me in that mood, I guess. Like, don't upset me. You know? But next time, all right, me and you will have a little plot, okay? I haven't plotted in 100 years, but I can still do it. I'm still spry.
There has not been a scheme Osric has made or been a part of for a century. Okay. A simplistic
All right, Janelle.
life of a beast. Just
You're doing great with the
acting
donkeys,
on
Janelle. I was just messing with you.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying anyway, old man.
Disrespectful. Unbelievable. Osric shoves him off the cart.
Not exactly while this is going on, but over your travels, is there anything else anyone wishes to do with your fellow party members?
I have one.
What's up, Pax?
I know that Jonal and Bell had a bit of a tiff over the Blood Diamond, and to make amends, I had a present to give to Bell.
Oh?
It can be at the same time as they're talking. I usually ride in the front, so I switch spots and ride in Bell's cart. And once we get on along the way, I will clear my throat and go. Miss Bell. It's unfortunate you didn't get to check out any of those magical artifacts at the wizard's place you wanted to see.
It is a shame, isn't it? No worries. I'll be back.
Well, I came across something from a departed friend that I don't know anything about it, but you might have a greater use for it than I. And he'll grab his pack over and then like pull out a box with these seals on it.
Oh, mysterious one, your friend.
And yes, his name was Hungwon Jun, and he was a disciple of discipline to the wall
Well,
of
that doesn't
discipline
sound
of the
very fun
4,000.
now, does it? Discipline? Not my middle name.
He was a party pooper, to be sure, but he was incredibly reliable, and he was one of the wisest people I've ever known, except when it came to wargs.
Well, it sounds
But,
like perhaps you should be the one keeping this treasure. Remind you of your friend.
Maybe, but it has this auspicious aura around it.
Oh.
And I'll show it to you, and if it's not to your liking, then I'll continue to hold it. But here, why don't you check it out? And he passes over the box.
Well, I do love opening gifts. I suppose I open the box and find a black flute inside.
Yep.
Oh, well, you do. I suppose Belle marvels at this. Belle enjoys instruments and attempts to play the flute, only to find it to be a dead sound, no matter the skill of her fingers. Well, this is quite unfortunate. Well, thank you very much for your gift. I will have to do my best to figure out its mysteries.
Please do. And if you need any help, as always, just ask.
Thank you.
And thus ensues an awkward silence until we hear from up ahead and we ride past Journal.
Oh,
Jonal almost gets crushed by your cart as he rolls.
little help.
and then we pick them up.
Okay. That's nice of you guys. Any other things you all wish to do?
I think there's just a brief cutaway of one night Jonal with the 2 scales that he got from the Dragonborn sorcerer, or not Dragonborn, the
Hobgoblin?
Hobgoblin
Hobgoblin.
sorcerer on the table in front of him, and he pulls out his right arm and pushes up his gloves, showing red scales on his right arm that he compares to the 2 sitting in front of him.
They are not identical, but they are very close in shape and size. Thymond, you construct an axe. The shoulder blade of a giant, which you have to grind and sharpen to a fine edge. A haft of demon wood, and a handle of wyvern leather. What else do you have to add to this item?
I'm gonna use the wyvern spike as a pommel.
The... Oh, okay.
Just seemed cool. That's almost everything I've gathered so far. I have a
Okay.
bunch of manticore spikes still, which are kind of like javelins, but one-time use.
They are one-time use javelins, for sure. Quite brittle, those things.
Yeah, I've broken a lot of them.
Although this has nothing to do with blacksmithing, since all this material is not worked metal, I still want you to make me a blacksmithing tools check. Based on the mental score that blacksmithing uses. What is that for you? Intelligence,
It's-
wisdom, charisma somehow?
He sings to the metal, so it's his charisma score.
I don't think I am singing to my metal. That's I mean, maybe
This is your
Dex,
item
but
to
I think it
sell.
would just be. Well, sell is a big word. I might use this.
Well, you know. You're selling me
Looks
a dice
good.
roll right now.
Okay. Dex, to be careful. Using my dwarven hands.
I suppose you're using your dwarven hands.
My instead of elven eyes, it's dwarven hands.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of carving that needs to be done here. This is somewhat of a dexterous thing you are doing. And also not impaling yourself with a fucking wyvern spike, which could be... I mean, there's no venom in it, but it'd still be a pain in the
It
ass.
hurt.
Yeah. Just, you know, a massive syringe size. Yeah. Give me a blacksmithing tools check based
Well-
on dexterity.
It's not good. I still have my long-running never roll high when it comes to non-combat, so an 8.
Oof. Alright, one of these parts is going to become worthless for your project. And I want you to roll it. A 1d4 for me. We have 1 being the giant bone, 2 being the demon wood, 3 being the wyvern leather, and 4 being the wyvern spike.
Yeah, of course. Demon wood. Guess I'll never get to use it after all.
Osric, whether because of your malice and just true force of will on the universe, Thymond at one point just shouts out in rage as he cuts too deep into the haft with his chisel, and just the chunk of wood, like an onion, suddenly pops into it, begins to create this weird liquid that he didn't know was inside, which gets all over his hands, and in a true comedic fashion is suddenly ignited by the oxygen of this world itself and instantly combusts in a burning blaze that he has to throw away from his hand before it engulfs him as well. This alien material that Simon was working on is suddenly flexibly cast into something, I suppose. Was this a mistake, Jonal? Or
Yeah, my Roll20 is being super laggy and buggy for me, so.
Okay, no problem. Simon, it's unfortunate, but
Ah, it's fine.
you have the bone. That's what you really want.
Osric
Okay.
like shakes his head. I told you so.
Told me so what?
I told you it was a bad idea.
What was a bad idea?
The fucking stick, Simon.
You didn't say that was a bad idea. That how can a stick be a bad idea? It's an object. There was no axe to it. It's like saying oxygen's a bad idea. It doesn't make sense.
And it just magically lit itself on fire on accident.
Can you explain magic? Who knows?
Alright,
So-
Simon.
Weird world we live in.
Your desire to be correct about everything is gonna get you in a load of trouble one day.
Done right by me so far.
Yeah, the stick definitely agrees with you.
Party! Yeah, we've got enough time before our break. You are halfway to Marvo when something happens. For a specific date, it is October 4th? It's officially in the fall season. Even though this place is very hot in climb. You will meet a traveler on the road heading south. This person wears a cloak of silver threaded fabric and waves your caravan down as you are passing them. You all, in the twilight of the day, need to camp anyway, so you will stop and speak with this traveler for a moment. And they are quite weird to look at, especially for you, Jonal. You get an immediate, almost kinship of maybe not sorceress origin or draconic sorceress in origin, but they are definitely some weird variant human for sure. They have almost like filament that is made out of shiny reflective metal that streaks across their face and goes to their neck before being lost behind their garb of dark leather. They are also traveling quite light, only with a arcane focus in hand, which has a spinning gemstone atop the shaft of a rod. They wave a hand in greetings and speak out to you all. Hello!
Hello?
Greetings.
Are you all heading to Marvo, north, I assume?
That's correct. That's be our next port of call, so to speak.
I see. I would warn you to be careful if you're heading up there. There are many goblinoid coming from the northern pass. I'm sure you've heard of the Valley of the Forgotten Kings.
Or have.
Yes, it seems that there is a full host of goblinoids that are taking residence inside the cactus-laden ruins.
Well, that's either a sign of desperation or strength.
Indeed. Do you mind if I join you in your camp tonight? I am a mere lone wanderer, at least on this road.
I have no problem with it, but I'll have to talk to our caravan master.
Buhaman is ambivalent so long as this person is not a threat. And currently, they are not acting like one.
Osric will outright ask, "You a threat?"
Sometimes to monsters and demons, but not to people normally.
Alright.
I have no quarrel.
Yeah. Here's my big question: why are you out here alone?
Well, I'm heading south towards the coast. I need to catch a boat.
Alone?
Yes.
Ain't no good traveling alone.
I'm told this, but my company always tends to get upset at me.
You
It
annoying?
happens.
I'm quite annoying, yes. Do you know of the prestidigitation spell?
I do.
I use it constantly.
Hmm.
It really
Can you be
grates
less
on
annoying
people's
for one
nerves.
night?
I'm sorry?
Can you be less annoying for one night?
Sure.
Fantastic.
Would you like me to change the odor that you are producing?
Nah, it keeps off the monsters.
Oh.
Unappetizing.
Also, old man means it keeps off the bugs.
That dude.
More than
Do you
musk.
want to practice our spell work, turning on and off the campfire all night long?
That's what I love doing so much.
And all.
Let's do it.
Changing the temperature of liquids as well? Do you do that?
Oh, obviously.
Oh, I love turning flavors into different flavors.
Y'all stay the fuck away from me.
These two wizard-esque characters will cause havoc. I'm trying to think if there's anything else of great import this character can gift onto you. And forgot to mute. I suppose I'll leave any questions or interactions in your hands, party, and be a more reactive force or person.
I mean, unless there's secretly a vampire and turn one of us, I think we're. I have no questions for him.
You saying you got turned into a vampire?
I'm curious who this person is. I'll reach out to them and be like, "I'm Laneige. Nice to meet you. And you are?"
You're Laneige?
That's my name.
What a funny name.
The
What
only
is
one
my
I
name
have.
today?
I certainly wouldn't have any titles either.
You have no titles?
Not one.
Neither do I. You can call me Mabel today. I like that name.
Okay, Mabel today.
Mabel today?
Gone tomorrow.
Belle, do you have like a spell that can put them in like a little bubble
No,
oscillation of some sort that just
I don't.
I
You just
love your
roll
umbrella
along.
spear, Miss
with his
Tiefling. What's your name?
We
I'm
can't
so
hear
sorry.
or interact with them at all, and they just...
No, I unfortunately have nothing like that.
Well,
I apologize.
it's a God's darn shame that's what that is.
It is.
I'm
Well?
curious of what your tale is. I've heard many grand tales of destiny, and surely a great user of the prestidigitation spell like you must have one.
A tale of destiny? In a way, I suppose. Tell me, do you all know of the god/religion of Divinus, far to the east?
I've heard whispers. I know little, though.
Indeed. I have heard many a tale of destiny, specifically their manifest destiny, as of late. Apparently, they are trying to do some sort of weird religious expansion all over Eos Minoris, converting the small folk away from the old faiths into a new one based on some sort of creator being.
Sounds stupid.
What are your
Indeed,
thoughts
many
on
of
that?
the old races believe as such. But you cannot deny they do have miracles that are being performed.
And great heroes of their faith?
Oh, yes, quite. They are crowded with paladins. And as we all know, the smite spell is... You know, every one of 20 attacks is quite magnificent to see.
Is that where you are headed?
No, I'm headed westward, towards the Kingdom of Blades. Know you of it?
No, I don't think I've heard of that.
It's part of this coalition. I'm surprised you haven't. They have a fortress to the west, I believe, of the Kingdom of Fire. Something Flamme, or Flam, or Bastion. I don't know, I've never been.
I have traveled but little in my time.
Well, the road is a dangerous place, Mr. Nalaj. If that is... I can't even remember.
Lanaj, get it right.
I couldn't even remember. I'm so sorry. LeJoe.
What draws you to that place?
I wish to see their Emperor's sword. I'm told it could kill a god. But you know. It's truly just a myth or legend, I'm sure. But if such a blade does exist, that'd be sick as shit, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool.
Really sick.
And where
Trying
do
to
you
kill
five
Divinus or
travel?
something?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dwarf.
You know what? I actually don't want to encourage you to say more than you already have, so...
That hurts my feelings.
Well,
You're so cold.
this is my ex-wife said too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did she divorce you, or did you divorce her?
Oh, it was mutual.
It was a mutual separation.
Yeah, she got the
That's
house.
That's what everyone who gets divorced says. It's quite sad.
I'm on a mission from my god, so it's all right.
Do you have a current wife?
No,
No. She must have really broken your heart.
we were married for like 200 years, so
She put up with you for 200 years?
Listen,
He is now a dwarven saint, traveler.
He's a
I
saint?
have
Oh, no.
again. I'm on a mission from my god. All right, I left due to holy purposes. Very understanding. All right, her and all my children.
All of you, you've left all of your children behind?
They're grown. They're grown.
Oh, okay.
You're making me seem like the bad guy. I'm 300 years old. I'm
What
a
about
very
your
old man. I
grandchildren?
can do what I want. They're fine.
How many do you have?
It could be more at this point. I'm at least 4 to 5 when I left.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your family that you've now abandoned and traveled all this way from.
They're fine.
Do you want me to deliver a message to them by chance? I'm headed that way.
No. Please don't talk to my family.
Just be a drop-off of some letters, if you had any.
Most certainly not from you, no.
Okay. Just heading west, I assumed, you know, that's where you're from.
If you become my new son-in-law, I might kill you. You stay away from my daughters.
Understood. They salute you. But none of you have answered my question of where you all tend to go.
Destiny draws me
Northwest.
north and west. It is the only way I know to go.
Wherever the money
Just
is,
simple
we follow.
caravan guards. We're caravan guards and caravan masters going to Moravo.
Yeah.
You are the most busy-looking caravan guards I've ever seen. We have an umbrella woman with a spear. We have this one, who is just glimmering with destiny. We have the most hostile dwarf I've ever met. We have a sullen, bearded man who looks quite like someone I used to know. And then we have you, who reeks of death.
Been on the road a while.
I'd say you all look like a interesting group of adventurers.
Thank you.
Someone you used to know. Who do they remind you of?
Oh, you wouldn't know them. Just
Try
not
me.
that many red-bearded dwarves, I suppose.
It's a very rare condition.
Indeed. But ginger
Only-
blood does not go well with dwarven stature, apparently.
Only 90% of dwarves.
90%? No, more like 5.
When I was a youngin', I had a little bit of red in there too.
You jest, surely. Look how gray your beard is now.
I don't have a beard.
Your chops? I'm looking
Yes.
at your picture. Your mutton chops? Or did you shave that and put that on your head to collude with honey? I thought that was your
Dwarven beard
chest
grows
hair.
back very quickly. Within a day, that would have returned.
Oh god. Well, alrighty then. If you do not wish to share, then so be it. Would you all like some salami?
Absolutely. Can you make it taste like something else, though?
Like pepperoni instead.
Thank you so much.
Just like banging his head against the side of the car.
They will contribute from their little sack, or little saddle bag that they're carrying around to whatever you all are cooking tonight. But come the evening, when you all bed down for the night, or take watches, you will watch as they continue to sit upright their eyes slightly glowing in the dark, before eventually they get bored of the idleness of night and begin to walk off into the evening and fade away. We will take a break from our mysterious traveler, and on the other side of it, we will enter Marva.
The city of 1,000 dreams.
Is that the title of the city?
I don't know.
Oh, it is now. We'll see you guys right here in a little bit. Hello, everyone. We are back, and we enter the City of 1,000 Dreams, also known as
Yeah.
Marivo.
It's a famous place.
Simon, tell me all about Marivo. What's it like?
Oh. That's a great question. I'm not from here.
Okay.
You know, someone who would know a lot more about it would be, Pax. I mean, human cities are much more up his alley. Pax, what is, in the City of 1,000 Dreams?
People. I've never been here either.
Well, there's your answer, John. People are here in the City of 1,000 Dreams. With
The city-
Simon, why do they
mystical-
call it a city of 1,000 dreams?
Yeah, why? Simon?
I've never heard
Oh.
that before.
all the mystery and whimsical wonder that the city brings out to the people with all of its grandeur?
I
Was
thought
there
it was
some
because it
Wizard Academy
crushed
here?
the dreams of all but 1,000 people.
Nope.
I didn't know that humans were aware of wonder.
It's just a saying. There's more than 1,000 dreams here. Just it sounds better to say the City of 1,000 Dreams.
Seems
Oh, it was a
unrealistic.
Mildly successful advertisement campaign by the city council.
I don't know. I was not
Okay,
paid
science.
5 gold to say this.
Is there some sort of weird dream warlock at some point or something? Is there?
There's whimsy, wonder, and grandeur in this city.
Have you met them?
Nope.
Well, what fucking use are you?
Look. It's just the City of 1,000 Dreams. That's all I was told.
Simon,
That's a confusing
you
title.
will see why the city is called the City of 1,000 Dreams as you all cross the bridge over the river to Marivo proper. You see a very large temple that sort of expands up and up and up into the sky, being several hundred feet tall in a tiered ziggurat-formed way. Each one of these tiers has a smaller shrine dedicated to a different god, goddess, or being, including those of the allied pantheon. The elves have sections, the dwarves have sections, there are honestly far too many human gods to worship. But they try, you know, they get the broad strokes, they get the broad people. And at the very top is a glass reflective construct that sort of just sits idly by, supposedly defending the city, but accumulating the light of the day that at night sparkles and shines down on the streets below. It is quite wondrous, mystical, and some would say magical. And this is why it's called the City of 1,000 Dreams.
Yeah, that's why it's called the City of 1,000 Dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have
It's
just
not
said
dreams
Simon.
though, it's lights.
What are dreams if not lights, lost in the wind, Osric?
I don't dream of lights. Who does that?
The person
Boring
you're
as fuck.
having
you
a
dream of
one-sided conversation
Darkness?
with right now. Party,
I mean,
you
we're going
enter-
in.
Oh, go for it, Pax.
I was like, Osric, we're going to the city. Come on. Stop bickering to yourself.
Stupid night.
You grumble all the way into the town proper. Bahamon will start setting up. Bahamon will start setting up places to seek, I guess, storage as well as other places for you all to rest and linger at after the 16 days of travel you've been on the road. But while he is doing that, I must ask you, party, what are your goals? Are you immediately setting out northwest?
I think that would be wise.
I think
I
I
do
kind of
want
want
to
to browse a little
look-
bit.
I think we
Market.
should ask more about this goblin army that's up there or whatever.
Figure about Goblin Army. stock up.
I need javelins. I use them all.
Okay. Sounds
We're like
we
one
need
day
to
away
do
from a
bit
short
of
rest
shopping.
or a long rest.
I'm sorry?
I think we're one day off of a long rest, aren't we?
You already would have had a long rest,
Ah, okay.
which is probably good
Mark
for
that.
you to have asked, since I completely forgot.
Then maybe we spend the night in the city and head out in the morning. Ozzer could use a bath. So could I.
I gotta blend in with the goblins.
That's a way to
In
think about it.
appearance or smell?
Like, you never know, all right, when they've got their noses to the air, okay? If they come around smelling like sage or something, like, oh, that ain't no goblin. But if you're ripe, they'll move on. They won't even notice.
You're too ripe, Osric.
Ain't no such thing.
You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
It's a rude thing to say to a man.
Now, it's a rude thing to say to a woman. But you are an elderly dwarf man. You are spoiled.
Am I being bullied into taking a bath?
Nope.
Yes.
I think you might be.
You are being advised to take a bath by our great advisor, Pax.
A
You should
wonderful
never listen
title.
to.
So I shouldn't take a bath.
No, you should. For sure.
I will take a fucking bath. Rude.
Thank you, Osric.
God, Osric's gonna actually bathe for the first time in this campaign.
Second time.
God.
Yeah, he
I
has
had to get the
ball
honey
day.
off somehow.
Yeah.
The mental image of you just caked in honey is still just so present in my mind. Just
Honey
this-
and hair.
God. Ugh. Then it sounds like we have some city and personal upkeep to do. Buying things. Most things will be normal store price. But if you have any exotic stuff you wish to look for, then please inform me so that I can figure out some prices for you all. If there's anything else you wish to do in this city of 1,000 dreams.
Yeah. It's a great city. It's full of so many dreams.
Greatest city in the world.
It seems we are heading into a tomb.
I feel that they meant the Valley of Fallen Kings when they meant the human tomb in your letter. Forgotten Kings.
I am not so sure.
Bet you 2 gold.
Sure, why not?
So no, you gotta talk to someone about these gambling problems.
There is no such thing as gambling problems. There's only winners and losers.
There's losing problems, Osric.
Yeah. No one complains about the gambler who always wins. They only complain about the one who always loses.
You youngins.
It
Mel, do you
seems
have anyone
that we
in-
are heading to a king's sacred hall, is all I'm saying. And that, to me, could be the same thing as a tomb.
I just saw what Pax posted. And it makes me very upset. I am gonna have to go buy something in this city because I do want to finish my axe. So I'm looking for
Exotic monster
Non-demonic
parts.
what?
exotic monster parts.
Oh.
Non-demonic wood.
If they're selling demonic wood, we're buying demonic wood.
Give me an investigation check.
It's my specialty, don't you know? 11.
On
If your wood is
11.
demonic, you should talk to someone about that.
Only if it lasts for more than 4 hours.
Why is my music not working? Or is it just super quiet? I can't hear anything. Let's do Halfling Lodge. Let's send you to the Halfling Mafia.
No! No! Not again!
Alright, let's see what's up for grabs on the open market. And we will use that 11 to see if you're able to find it or not. That is a 64. That is... Plot monsters. What the fuck?
I'm a little worried.
I didn't get here. Alright. Apparently hydras are in this section of the world. So, looking for an axe handle, you probably will not find. However, there is some hydra leather up for grabs. It is a purplish green multicolored hide that is quite, I don't want to say thin.
Supple.
Flexible?
Yeah, flexible, supple. The scales that are still embedded in this hide are quite small, reminding you of snakeskin rather than any other reptilian you might know.
How much is this hide?
It is by the pound, up to 30 pounds worth, it appears. Each pound being worth 25 gold. Jesus, that seems steep.
That is an expensive hide.
But you can
What would
haggle.
this-
Would you like to haggle?
Well, what is this hide useful for, good sir?
The hide, you will find out, is naturally regenerative. Rather than getting beaten down and worn by time, there is an agelessness about it. Although it does not heal or mend if cut, it does not tend to break down or naturally tear like regular weather worn and used wood. Normally, hydra leather is used for boots due to that natural resilience it has.
How much leather would it be required for a pair of boots? How steep is this cost for a pair of fancy boots?
Not a leather boot manufacturer, Red. But I can't say it'd
At
be
least a
more
couple
than
pounds.
1 pound per boot. What was that, Pax? Do you know leatherworking and how to make boots? Are you a secret cobbler?
Actually, no, but I made my own leather armor for the Renaissance a long time ago.
How much did that weigh?
Yeah, it's about a pound a boot. The armor in total was 37 pounds.
Jesus.
That was like a full set.
Uh-huh. I want to see
Two
pictures
sides.
of that. Not gonna lie. I want to see even like
I
leather
will
armor.
see if I still have those.
Yeah, we'll go with a pound per boot.
Well, I need a nicer pair of boots, so I'll buy 2 pounds of leather. And we'll see where the wind takes me.
You're a cobbler.
Are you gonna haggle?
Nope. We're not gonna attempt that. We're not a haggling folk. We're market folk.
We love accepting market prices. All right.
If I try to haggle, it's gonna be more expensive.
Go ahead and add that to your character sheet and subtract your money. There are other cool things, apparently, in this market. A lot of glassware, you guys will quickly find out. Hourglasses, specifically. Lanterns, lamps, mirrors. Everything except for spyglasses, which apparently are 1,000 gold for some reason. What's that?
Expensive techniques to thicken and grind the glass to a certain convex or concave.
But aside from spyglasses, anything that has glass in it is 50% off in this town. So vials, instead of being 1 gold, would be 5 silver. Steel mirrors would be 2.5 gold instead of 5, and so on and so forth. Arvo. We love glass.
We love the city of 1,000 dreams.
Yeah.
Ozark gets his javelins.
Yeah, for sure.
I get 5.
John, in this world, how hard is it to find locksmith's tools, if you know what I mean?
Thieves' tools?
It shouldn't
No,
be
it's
that
locksmith.
difficult. Like, people need to open stuff. You would go to a blacksmith and be like, hey, I need a lockpick for my house, and, you know.
Yeah, I locked my key inside my chest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we've all done that.
I'd be one of the
yeah.
prices.
Okay.
Any other things you guys wish to buy? Or do in the town?
How much are healing potions here?
I don't know why they wouldn't be standard price of 50 gold.
Wow.
Might be like 5 silver cheaper
I
because the
don't think
glass
they
is
have
cheap.
like alchemists or gardens here.
Okay, 1 javelin.
They'd be 5 silver cheaper from a vial.
Look, I mean,
It'd be
it's
49.5 gold. Let's do that.
you like buy 5 of them. Next town over, you sell them back for a 5 silver markup. We're profiteers.
We're making deals. I will buy 1 more healing potion. 3. So y'all better be nice to me. Haha, now I got 69 coins left.
Is there any research we want to do
Nice.
before heading out? I remember someone saying talk to someone about the goblins.
Yes. Ozark
Yeah.
said that.
Who do you go to, Osric, after shopping for potions?
Guards. The guardhouse.
Yeah. You head to the local fortress, and in this town, it is not some great big fortification. It seems that the temple mostly doubles as the main shelter point for the people here. However, there is a guard station, or soldier garrison station, excuse me, that you can speak to the local captain of upon explaining your concerns. Being like, what's the deal with the goblins? He will inform you that the foothills, I'm gonna do a little doodle on the map, or rather an arrow on the map, have been... This entire general area has apparently been infested with goblins since the start of summer.
Holy moly.
Indeed.
How many
they're not,
goblins?
like, a big threat currently. They're just regular goblins, right? But they have apparently been worked up and have come out of the mountain holes and caves that they normally dwell in on higher altitudes. No one... Well, it is assumed that the hobgoblins are responsible for this reasoning, and they have recently taken a ruined settlement in the Valley of Forgotten Kings. There have also been sightings of flying beasts like manticores, wyverns, even a chimera has been spotted flying over the mountains, but never going close to a settlement. The most they seem to be doing is harassing roads, and that has been a recent development in the past half, or, well, probably about a month now. They tell you, of course, of the wyvern close to Lo Arla that you all dealt with, literally. He just does not recognize you as the people who slew it. Like, apparently there was a wyvern, but a band of adventurers scrappily took it out.
Great.
Something
Good for
with the
them.
double D's, I believe they're called.
Yep. Bell and the double D's.
Oh, you know of them.
Yeah.
Wolf milk.
They're very cool.
Okay. I'll take your word on it. But yes.
Do you have an estimate on how many of these there goblins there might be?
Oh god, they number in the thousands. You know how goblins are.
I do not.
You don't know? Surely you know about goblins. They're like vermin, but on 2 legs.
We don't accept their presence in dwarven cities. We kill them on sight.
Well, of course, we do as well. They're monsters. But they're also seemingly endless in number and naturally accruing in the world, which is horrifying and monstrous.
Do we have like a god or something?
Yes, Tiamat.
No. Gross.
Indeed. Super
Ozzy
gross.
like spits on the floor at her name.
Is there anything else I can help you with today, Master Dwarf?
Is there any other information we needed? Have you ever heard the area, the King's, whatever it's called, be referred to as Human Tomb before? Or the Human's Tomb?
What?
Taking that as a no. Unfamiliar
No.
with those words, never heard them before. What about the name, what was the name? The guy? The D?
Dynash.
Dynash.
Yes, we are aware of this person.
Oh,
They are a sorcerer who works in the name of Sarl the Insatiable.
they around here, or you just know their name cuz?
They are a wanted magical criminal.
Okay. How much is the bounty on that one?
I believe 1,500 gold.
That's pretty good.
They are quite dangerous. Several adventuring parties attempted to take them out over their history. You should be quite wary of them if you plan to seek them out.
Okay. Well, good to know. Is there any other names on there you wanted to ask about? Well, okay. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Please enjoy your stay in the City of 1,000 Dreams. He falls down behind chaff.
He was a good man.
R.I.P.
We'll all miss him. Well, there's our information. It's a couple thousand fucking goblins in the hills, but now I don't smell like a
Fireball
goblin anymore,
casting.
so there goes our surprise. You could have firebombed me in there. I could have taken like 1,000 of them out right then.
If you think about it, that's like less than 2 goblins per mile, you know?
Is that how that math works? We're talking like
Thought you had
square
a challenge
mile?
and all.
Oh, I was just talking about along the ridge where they said that they, you know, somewhere there.
Well, enough about goblins.
We need enough about goblins. We have to go up there.
No, we don't. We have to go up this tributary.
Yes, to where the goblins are.
That's
Where the
goblin.
goblins.
That's the
Were you not
tributary.
paying attention?
I heard Valley of the Kings, and I just assumed it was father.
Goblins. Goblins everywhere. Goblins all over here. Look at all this. Goblin.
I can't see what you're pointing out.
Bright pink.
They drew the
It's
holy
bright.
color of magenta on the map.
Ah, I see it now.
That costed us 800 gold to write. So you better see
Well,
it.
still,
No.
as Jernal would say, we must face destiny and ride.
Don't use that name, alright? They could be listening anywhere.
As no Jal would say.
That's worse.
They know by Joe or not. You gotta say
No,
Lightshare.
no jaw works.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll never suspect a thing.
Party, you all will stay in this town for the evening. And come the 13th of October, you will head out up this northern tributary, seeking its source and hopefully finding a tomb or a workshop of the Hoarfrost Witch.
You're coming with us,
You-
right? Right, Belle?
Sure.
Just checking.
Make for a great story.
Of course.
Technically not your job.
No. But it would make a good story.
I'm guessing there's not a road up this tributary.
Do we need to get like a cart or something to haul a bunch of food? Pretty sure I don't have enough food on my person for the trip there and back.
Because your fucking arms are weak.
Eh?
That's a
That's
good
what
question.
forging's for.
Well, how much is a cart and a mule?
Before the price of a cart, there is no roads going up this place.
Yeah.
And dragging a cart over land without any sort of assistance with scrub brush, ditches, and other sorts of uncivilized terrain would be a nightmare. Getting a pack mule would probably be good or beneficial. Otherwise, you have dwarfs to carry stuff for you, and walking.
Pack
encumbered
dwarfs.
is- I'm sorry.
I was thinking pack dwarves.
Pack dwarves.
The logistics of bringing an animal with you would be not fun
Pain in the ass.
for anyone.
Osric has like 30 more pounds that he can carry before anything bothers him.
I have an amount of weight.
Yeah.
think like 12 more pounds.
So Osric currently still has 10 rations. He can carry 20. Or even 30 if he needs to.
I think you'd already be loaded up with all of my other crap then. Because I have like 30 pounds of crap that I've been assuming I have someone else carry.
Tools are heavy, and I need all of them.
I can carry 20 pounds of 20 rations and not be encumbered. I have 1 bedroll, 1 water skin, 1 50-foot rope.
If you're following a tributary, you won't need to worry about water.
Okay.
Right. The main issue, logistically, will be food. Calculating this, you would need to bring... God, what is this? 120 pounds of food to get up to the source. And that is provided you just go up there and then starve the rest of the way. 120 pounds of food. What is that? 60 rations? Yeah, that's 60 rations.
I have 20. That's all I can carry.
Well, you could travel encumbered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll have to probably travel encumbered here.
Okay. That changes the math slightly. I love doing overland calculations, don't you guys?
Yeah.
And we can
I'll
still
give you-
hunt and forage.
Yeah, hunting and foraging
There's also that.
would be
Osric
useful.
can do both.
How do
those
we
things.
feel about eating goblin meat? Are we opposed to that as a group?
Not good for the stomach.
I'm not eating goblin.
Got it. Just want to get the general consensus.
Okay. That brings it up to...
O'Nall throws a tinderbox on the ground. Why do I need this? I have Firebolt.
How do you need that?
I love doing math.
I know that there's a spell naturey people can do that would have been really helpful right about now.
Mm,
You wanna
Nothing
hire
comes to mind.
A good berry guy. Just follows you around, giving you good berries.
How much would that cost?
You guys could hire a boater or a porter to boat you all up this tributary. And make a,
That seems...
you know,
Boating upriver isn't always particularly faster. I guess it would deal with encumbrance, but
it would deal with encumbrance, and you could effectively put as much food as you want on the boat and just walk up the river rather than having to worry about logistics such as how much can Osric carry as your pack mule.
right? Do we want to
Boat should be
hire?
faster than us encumbered.
Do you want to hire a boat up the river?
How much are we looking at?
How much would it cost to pay someone to go into goblin-infested waters?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Let's find out. So, it would be 2 gold per day. Yeah. It would be 2 gold per day.
Not that bad. How many days does it take to get up there?
12.
It's 24 gold. 24 gold
28
there,
gold.
24 gold back.
Well, if they die on the way up there, we don't have to pay them for the way back.
Well, you don't have to pay them in general if they die.
So it sounds like we need
Sure.
give it, including tip, maybe around 50 gold.
Yep.
Tip.
I would be in advance. You would have to pay because it would be dangerous, and their family would receive the money instead of them.
Okay, everybody cough up 10 gold.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
At least this will give me some time to work on some nice boots.
And then 30 days of rations would be 15 gold.
This guy's name is Barney, the hireling.
Thank you, Barney. Your sacrifice will be duly noted.
Saying this shit.
By that, my friend Thymon, means the sacrifice of time away from your family.
Yes.
I heard goblin sharks are very dangerous.
Goblin sharks? I've never heard of a freshwater shark.
Alaskas are goblins.
That's horrifying.
I also add 30 rations to the boat.
Okay. Keep track of that in your bio. And then we will just go where the wind takes us. I'm gonna entrust you all not to starve to death on your own, or to bring up the fact of when you are about to starve to death.
So how many rations do we have total then?
Let's see. If I also put
30,
in,
30, 60.
if I put in 15 gold to rations.
That's another 30.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
I think everybody getting 30
90.
is just a good idea.
So 120 so far. Belle, are you also gonna add
Sure.
150?
We have enough rations.
150 rations.
So you're keeping track of all of this? The
I
boat
have it
rations?
on my character sheet, yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then we're losing about 5-6 rations a day.
Yep.
Barney's paying
Your
for himself.
hireling will have his own source as well.
Hmm.
Don't worry
Okay.
about Barney.
So 5 rations a day.
Indeed. And you all will begin traveling up this beautiful river. It is slow going at first, since you have to go down Marivo's main river to get to the source in the first place. But as you all will begin the arduous camping, going slightly uphill, going around bends, seeing this lush, beautiful world, I need to roll some danger checks. We love danger, don't we?
Danger.
We love
Danger
danger.
zone.
There we go. In fact, why don't you guys roll this? Greg, roll me a 1d100 for fun.
Don't roll a 1.
We love
23.
rolling. 23. Corin, can you give me a fun little d6 for me?
How about a 1?
I will check my little encounter table as soon as I find a piece of music. Let's do Desert Winds. 23 and a 1.
God, I hate being on this boat. So confined.
Hard to go in a straight line at all.
Just everyone remember the 101st rule. Don't die.
That's in there.
Okay, I know what I'm
What
going
is
to
it
do.
like? Don't die like inconveniently or something.
I'm going to add this to the...
Not what it says here.
It's just like scribbled in.
I can't even read it.
Alright, I know what I'm gonna add to this little map here. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have 40 minutes left. I don't feel like I'm gonna waste this encounter on something separate. I think I'm gonna add this to the waterfall itself.
How many days has it been?
We're gonna say it's been the full 12. You have been seeing goblin signs this entire time, everyone. They chitter, they chatter, they're on the other banks of the river. Some of them yell at you. Packs will, you know, take shots. They're easy targets. You shoot them down, then realize there's more of them than you have arrows. You could be 100% accurate and still run out. So you will choose to stop the harassment of goblins. All they can do is really throw rocks or sticks at your boat, but even then, they fall short by several feet.
Make obscene gestures at him as we go by.
Yeah.
They're all could fireball a good amount of them.
I need to do some quick health pool checks real quick so that your tokens are up to snuff. Belle, do you have 21 HP?
I believe I have 27. Let me take a look.
Okay, then that is my
I
token.
have 27.
Okay. Then we have Osric, who is at 45?
55.
55.
85.
Alright, my token
55.
off then. Yeah. Pax, are you at 33?
That's correct.
Okay. That one's correct. Jonal, you 34?
37.
37. Cool. And then Simon, you're at 55?
55.
What's your con mod, Osric?
3. I take 10 at each level. Because it's a D12.
Uh-huh. How are the fighter and barbarian at the same health if we are taking average health?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Unless your con is 5,
His con's the same as yours.
then I don't know.
Someone's health
I've just
pool
been
is
taking-
incorrect.
Is mine incorrect?
I started
I
at 35, and I've been going
I
up
think
10
that
ever
should be
since.
right for Barbarian.
I've been taking average, so I haven't really checked it. So unless I
Your
might
average
be
is
off.
5.
Alright, well, we
So
need
you
to
should be
fix
taking
this
7 at every
because-
level.
So it's probably me.
If
I just
you're
have not
yeah.
looked at it for a long time. I think I
If
should
your
get,
con mod is 3, it should be 49.
Alright,
How did I get here?
I don't know. You're 6 hit points off, so that's not an aid miscalculation. Unless you rolled for health 1 week and...
Oh, it's saying average
Oh.
is 6 for fighters, plus your con.
Yep, 6 plus 3 is 9, times 4 is 36, plus 13 is 49.
I thought it was 5 for some reason.
I've just been allowing Roll20 to choose my health,
I
so
don't doubt you, but sometimes Roll20 is a strange beast.
Mm-hmm.
Party, you will all see this waterfall as well as a great big camp of goblins on either side of this river. Notably, this great big waterfall, which is sourced from the mountains, comes down, is accruing within a river that goes into the mountain itself. You will see this great big pool, this avalanche of water flowing down in this fall desert climate. And must decide for yourselves, are we just full rowing up and getting surrounded by goblinoids, or are we going to take a bank and fight there instead?
How many did you say there were?
How many did I say of what, where, when, what?
How many
goblins.
goblins?
2 camps worth.
2 camps.
You do not know the exact numbers. I am putting you guys far away from threats that are clearly visible.
Want to just like fireball them, Janal, and
Well, we have to get beneath those falls. Do we wait for nighttime and just row for it?
Do goblins have dark vision?
Probably.
So it probably won't help at night. It might be wise to try to take out one of the camps and then try to bypass it.
they've made a nice little choke point here.
Those 2 camps of goblins, the waterfall, and it's going into the mountain as well.
I think we'd be better off taking to a bank than trying to row straight into the middle of this mess.
Yeah, I
Agree with that.
Eastern or Western?
Pulls out a coin, flips it. Someone call it.
Hold on, look, I've got the perfect coin. And I pull out my brass coin. And,
Does it have 2 heads on it?
Yes. And it says, always go west.
Let's go west.
I guess
West
we're
it
going
is, John.
west.
All right. Good old Barney will not go with you into what is clearly going to be a fight for a riverbank. And I'm going to drag us onto this map so we can at least start combat and then next week resume it. Sounds good.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's do this one. Battle Desert. Desert 5. Ta-da! Behold this beautiful map. You guys are at the bottom here. If you could all click your tokens and roll for initiative, that would be fantastic.
You're one of the from Osric always.
Sky will be the second. Actually, this isn't nearly as epic and deserving of this music. This is a rap battle for sure. I see Osric, I see Thymond, I see Pax, I see Bell, I see Jonal. Am I missing anyone? I don't think so. Alright, Thymond. Jesus, Thymond. I don't know what your initiative is set to, but it is always high. What do you do, Thymond? As you see this camp of goblins, you have gotten off your boat. Barney is off screen in your raft filled with diminished rations. There's all sorts of things.
Well, that's probably difficult terrain to cross that.
Nope, it's all shallows. You just step over it.
Splendid. Then I guess I will use my action to dash and then move him. This is a terrible thing I've done.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry for that. I did not. I just forgot to not hold it down.
You hear excited yips and cries coming from the goblins who see you coming, Diamond.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just getting closer.
If anyone speaks Goblin, you will be able to tell that these cries are ones of terror, for they know exactly who Thymond is, having cut his way up to this point. Pax, it's your go.
Cool. I will use my movement, get to straddle these shallows here, and I will an arrow and fire at this one here.
The one with the orange marker on it.
Yeah.
All right. Take a shot.
First shot,
Oh yeah. Easy.
23. 6 piercing.
Not dead.
And then I will aim for the same little fella. 15.
Oh yeah, for sure.
5
Just
piercing.
enough. Ugh.
Okay. I will just end my turn there.
Okay. They cry out as they charge down the hill towards Thymond. Some of them getting within 30 feet of Thymond. Woo! Others not so much. Some pull out slings / short bows and will begin to pepper you guys. Thymond, what's your AC?
16.
They will stab at you with quote-unquote scimitars that are actually daggers. Doop, doop.
Those will both connect.
I guess they're auto-rolling damage for some reason, but I don't care to fix it. The other ones will shoot at Pax.
AC is 14.
Well, I'm spreading the shots out, but I'm making sure that they are not at disadvantage. I think only the guys in the back will be at disadvantage. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots coming at you, Pax. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm ready.
Oh my god, we got some crits
Ooh,
in
that's
there,
rough.
boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please take whatever damage you are being dealt. As the other ones, the 3 in the back will see Osric and just shoot at him because he looks scary. Osric, 1, 2, 3. That was 4.
24 is the
Ignore
only one that
13.
hits.
Okay. That is all the goblins on this side of the river. It's Belle's turn.
Alright. I am going to not be able to get close enough to do much, so I will straddle on up to the edge of combat, I suppose, trying to stay out of bowshot range to some degree. And then I'm going to, as an action, cast a healing word on my man Pax. Say, buck up, you need to stay in this fight. And I will heal him up for some amount of damage here. If it will roll from my sheet. Why is it not rolling from my sheet? There. I will heal him for 6. And then using my bonus action, I will, let my voice carry to Thymond and say, let them understand the terror of Thymond, Goblin Smasher. And I'll give you a Bardic Inspiration die. Notably, I do have Magical Inspiration that allows you to add it to hit points healed or damage dealt, should you desire, in addition to regular inspiration stuff.
Okay.
That'll
Very
be useful
cool.
to know.
On the other side of the river, Hobgoblin and Goblinoid barks are heard but one word comes out in Draconic that at least two of you are able to understand, I believe. Of, holy shit, it's them! Get them! Jonal, that is their dash action. Let's go. Get to the other side. 25 feet extra. There we go. Jonal, you see on the other side of the river, these guys are apparently trying to cross to get at you. But it is your turn.
Yeah. Listen, where are they gonna cross? Is there an obvious point at which you could cross this river easily?
It is quite deep. You have been going through it this entire time. They would have to swim.
Then I will move myself forward. And yeah, fuck it. There's a lot of these dudes, and you saw how they can crit. It's fireball time.
Are you fireballing?
I'm balling.
Fuck. Okay.
And we'll put that right about here. If I can... this is lagging like a motherfucker, but yeah. That.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 6 goblins and a hobgoblin. We'll make dex saves. Starting with the hobgoblin. He will fail, suffering the full 27. Ouch. And then the other goblins, even on passes, all will die. Unironically. The most they have is 11 health. 2. 3.
That's good crowd control.
Okay, cool. And then these 2. Yeah. Roll tile.
Alright, that's, I think, all I got.
Sounds good. That brings us to Osric. Osric!
Osric is, even with his extra, like, 10 feet of movement that he got, he can really only make it to here. And so then he's gonna throw a javelin at this one.
Swing, swing away.
There's my javy. Oh, why is it keep going back to advantage?
It thinks you're reckless, I think. But a 14 will clear AC. Yep.
Great.
And 10 piercing is just enough to take it down to 0.
Awesome. Fantastic. I will use my extra attack to throw another javelin
Alrighty.
at the other one.
The one right next to it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna give it some cover because Thymon's directly in the... It doesn't matter. You still... The 9 hit point goblin is destroyed by the 11 piercing damage. Ugh.
Wonderful stuff. And then Osric will tell Pax to fucking learn how to duck, you idiot.
Jesus. Alrighty. The Hobgoblin Devastator will attempt to devastate. Specifically, you know, it sees someone cast Fireball. It also wants to cast Fireball. And so it shall.
Relatable.
Oh, it's gonna get everyone, isn't it? No, it's a 10-foot radius or 20?
No, 20 foot. You're right.
Yep. Alright, everyone, please make me a dexterity saving throw against DC 13. And let's see if it'll actually do damage. For 25.
Somehow.
Success.
Then you will suffer
I
half.
think we all saved.
I'm going to take a quarter because I have
Fire
resistance to fire damage as a tiefling. Yeah.
Okay.
How far away from me is he?
I believe 85
Too
feet.
far. Yeah, very, very far away.
Alrighty. He will take a... Well, he sees where the wind's turning and will get closer towards the river. Be like, oh, shit. And that brings us to Thyman.
Well, the two people I was going to attack are dead. So we are going to walk up to the next guy. Swing at him.
Yeah. It's just a goblin.
25.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna preemptively just have him die.
That's pretty...
Preemptive death.
He just heals over before you truly strike him. You know, before hit
happens.
point goblin can only do so much.
If I can grab the correct thing. And then I will walk the rest of my distance over the corpse.
Okay.
And then just...
You have a blowpipe
Throw a
if you want to
hand
make
back.
another attack.
I also have my hand axes. I can just throw one of those.
Yeah, throw a hand axe. Let's go.
Yeah.
All
Nope.
right, cool. Pax.
Yeah, I will use my movement to kind of like duck near this tree and line up that hobgoblin who just torched my nice new armor.
Oh no.
He's too far away to hex curse him, so I will just take 2 shots at him.
All right, take 2 shots at him.
First shot,
12
probably
is
missing
one
with the
shy,
12.
But the 28 will
crit.
crit. For 9. Ugh.
Yep, 9.
Chunking him down to a quarter health. He does not look good.
And I think that's look at my spells real quick. I don't want to get fireballed again, so I'm kind of thinking about misty stepping, but it's only 30 feet, isn't it? How far is misty step? 30 feet. No, I will stay here and end my turn.
Okay. The goblins, realizing they are super doomed, are just going to dash away immediately, not even wanting to be in this fight at all. They full-on skedaddle off the... Oh no, I can't interact with them anymore.
We're gone in our minds.
Walk to the void.
Alright, well,
Into the
they're...
void.
We're just gonna ignore those 2 red health bars down there, I guess.
What do you mean? There's nothing down there.
Yeah, there's nothing down there. That brings us to Bell.
Alright. I suppose the only thing I can do with a distance of reachability is to walk forward to within 60 feet of him, which I think I should be able to reach. Would be the closest. Maybe? Yeah, I think just barely. So I will walk through, I guess, shallows to get within 60 feet of him. And then I shall viciously mock him, as I don't really want to spend too many of our resources here.
Okay.
And I will tell him that his breath stinks and he needs to use some scope.
He will take this very personally.
Excellent. That's what I'd like to hear. My DC is 15, or take 3 psychic damage.
He takes it fully. Oh
Excellent.
god, my breath!
He'll also potentially have disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. The champion Hobgoblin will call out to his buddies. Shit! We're on the other side of the river! Get him! And he just urges everyone to start swimming into the river itself. And only these 4 in the back will be like, are you sure? He himself does not choose to cross because he's wearing heavy armor, but...
Goblin sharks.
Goblin sharks, indeed. Yeah, 15 minutes left. I think the big reveal can come and we can play out this turn. party, from the water itself, you will all notice a rippling occur below, and then suddenly surface as this giant thing, this thing that we rolled on our little monster table, appears. If only it would... There we go. A purple-skinned Hydra with many a head pop out and straight up lunge for the spellcaster who is viciously mocked. It will attack. It will finish off what you all started with the first bite, and then tear into it with its many mouths, not seeming to yet notice you all, but noticing the goblins that have just entered its territory. Jonal, that brings us to you, bud.
You know, this thing is looking at those goblins over there. That doesn't seem like my kind of problem, you know? Let it do its thing, and I'm gonna get way over here somewhere.
Way over here somewhere. Gotcha. Close to those non-existent goblins. That brings us to you, Osric.
Osric is not raging, so that means he's not in a bloodthirsty mindset to immediately go fight the big thing.
Yeah.
Which is lucky, because he would have just ran straight forward and been like, fuck yeah. I'm fighting a Hydra. And he's also gonna take a step back here and just kind of like watch the mayhem happen.
Okay.
Just hang out in these bushes.
You hang out in those bushes. The goblin is dead. That brings us to Thymond.
Right.
You know, I think my team has a very wise plan here to just see what happens, and I'm just gonna just second wind to try to regain some quick health.
We love breathing in.
Ooh, that's really good. And then I'm just gonna stand with my good frontliner pal, Osric, but slightly further.
Sounds good. That brings us to you, Pax. Pax, there are goblins in the water realizing they've made a mistake. What are you doing?
I'd like to draw blood in the water and draw the Hydra that direction. I'm going to shoot one of the goblins bobbing in the water first.
Okay, shoot away. They're swimming. They're easy targets.
18.
You hit. You will kill
9
the
piercing.
6 hit point goblin who is floating now. Ah!
And the second arrow, I will shoot towards the hobgoblin across the banks.
Alright, this guy is much harder to hit, but shoot away. Oh, you crit him.
Crit.
Directly in the forehead for 11 points of piercing damage. He, like, had his shield ready to go, and then the arrow just flew with such intensity that it broke his guard. I have subtracted hit points. Anything else from you, Pax?
Is it an action or bonus action to use a healing potion?
Bonus for yourself, action for another.
Bonus action healing potion.
Okay.
Myself.
You chug away. Drink it up.
That's 2d4 plus 4, or...
Yeah.
How much is a healing potion again?
2d4 plus 2, I believe. I could be wrong.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
And I'll use my movement to I get a little farther away from this Hydra.
Okay.
I'll go step.
But he helped you. He could be your friend,
Oh.
Pax.
He could be my friend, but time will tell.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That brings us to the goblins. No, it doesn't. It brings us straight to Bell.
Alright, so I'm going to use my action to cast the message cantrip at this hobgoblin over here, who's like a chief. And I'm gonna, in my most commanding voice possible, tell him, you would send your peoples to die in the water without you? Go and worship the dragonkin with them. And then I'm going to step away and walk towards my party.
Okay. Sending
guess I
a
have
taunting
first.
message to the hobgoblin. You quickly dash toward, or not dash, but head towards Osric and the dwarf. Dwarves. You know, hobgoblins are quite prideful and arrogant pieces of shit. This guy's going to do what's known as a wisdom saving throw. Ugh. He will quickly realize that although he is a champion and a very cool guy, he does not have it in him to face a Hydra head on. And will do what's known as tactically withdraw. Going up here and say, "You got this, guys!" The goblins, some of who do not notice the Hydra, will continue forward, swimming, doggy paddling. Others will be like, "Oh shit!" And will some head towards land while others are still stomping around. And then the other four are going to watch their buddies get obliterated by a Hydra, which happens now. As this thing dashes forward into the water to feast upon goblins next turn. Jonal, what do we do? Are we sneaking under the waterfall? Are we?
I think that's gonna be my plan, is to, follow the outside wall here, and slowly make my way towards under the waterfall.
Okay. Can you give me a stealth check real quick?
Sure.
Just for fun. You did prime me with sneak. Osric, it looks like Jonal is inching by, trying to avoid the water. What are you doing, though?
So to my understanding, this is the direction we need to go. We can't bring the boat any farther. So Osric is going to ask Belle very kindly, "Ma'am, do you mind sending a message to our boat person to tell them to lay low so they do not get consumed by the Hydra that has now entered the waters?"
I can make sure they understand the threat, yes.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go make sure Janal does not kill himself. And then Osric will follow Janal and try to...
My whole party moves
Help out.
ahead of me, right? And I go before the Hydra, yes?
Yes.
So I have a question,
What's up?
just for ease of access. If my whole party sneaks ahead, and then I utilize my my mantle of inspiration, they can all see me, I draw attention, magic, all that stuff. They get to move again. Could potentially move all the way through and past the waterfall, leaving just me and the Hydra? In which I would then have a plan to become invisible and then follow them. But or is that too far? I don't really. It's hard for me to gauge distances on the map, so I'm trying to plan what I would do.
That sounds like it would work exactly as you described, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Also,
Yeah,
can you give me a quick stealth check as well?
Yes, and then I was also gonna take a health potion, because I actually took quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, chug away, man.
Here's the stealth,
Perfect.
and what is it, 2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
I'll do that on my own. Thank you.
Thymind, It seems the plan is to sneak around the Hydra while it's distracted.
Yeah, I'm only rolling at disadvantage. We got this.
Go super carefully. Alright. Well, you tried your best.
Look,
Cling, clang, clong.
Please take your movement just real quick.
Bonus action dash.
It is not a bonus action to dash.
Not just normal action dash.
Yep. Alrighty. And then we have Pax.
I am going to try to sneaky dash.
Alright. Sneak, sneak. Sneak dash. You dash. Belle is going to use her Mantle of Inspiration to give them extra movement, correct?
I believe that is my plan. Having seen my whole party sneak forward, especially having heard Diamond jangle and clank his way through the rocks, Belle thinks it might be time to get everybody going. So I'm gonna step forward to make sure everyone's within 60 feet of me as they move forward or whatever.
Everyone's already within 60.
Okay. Great. Then I won't
You're
step
great.
forward at all then. I'm going to expend a use of my Bardic Inspiration to take upon myself a wondrous appearance of Usain Bolt as I say, "Go, fly, you fools!" The fastest person I can think of. And I can affect a total number of people equal to my Charisma modifier of 5. I choose my homies and... the Hobgoblin Captain, and he's too far away, but it would be really funny to watch him flee. But I choose my whole party, and they may use their reaction. I don't want the Hydra to use its reaction to move, so I will not, because I can't guarantee that it does what I want with its movement. But I would like the party to, if they would desire, use their reaction to move up to their full movement. And also, they will gain 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Notably, this feature allows you to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. I don't think that matters here, but it is a thing. And then as I gaze out with my majestic appearance, I'm gonna try to ascertain whether or not the Hydra notices this, right? I'm becoming the center of attention. Does it seem as if it has noticed and enthralled upon this?
Give me a quick insight check on this
I
many-headed
like
beast. Undoubtedly,
Please.
one head has seen you. But
Okay.
whether it has the full attention is another thing.
If I don't have its full attention, then I'm going to step forward and present myself to it, I guess, with my wondrous appearance, hoping that it will not look at my party as they run away. And then I'm going to prepare an action that if it moves my way, I will cast invisibility upon myself.
Okay. Drawing the attention of it and getting ready to become invisible, you present yourself to this creature. The hobgoblin and the goblins, those that can run will. This one, unfortunately, when he swims away, will be bitten by a hydra head. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Juicy goblin who gets absolutely eviscerated and consumed. The other ones swim. The others begin to back the fuck up. And the Hydra now has many an option to choose from. However, the Tiefling is so shiny, and its dumb serpent brain, God, how could it not resist the temptation? Oh yeah, it goes straight for Belle. Moving its 30 feet, which undoubtedly will provoke your readied action.
Indubitably. And I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. And so I blink out of, sight, I guess, to it as it rushes forward.
Okay. Party, I'm going to make the most fateful roll ever. This thing is going to do what is known as a perception check to see if it understands that Belle is invisible, but also still exactly where she is. Should we roll? Let's go with your spell save DC, I suppose.
Okay. My spell
or you-
save DC is 15.
Or you could give me a stealth check at advantage real quick, due to being invisible. It's up to you.
What is my stealth? My stealth is at +3 with advantage. What would my DC be?
It would be yours. Yeah, that's what's setting the perception checks DC.
So I want him to roll perception versus my stealth. I would like the monster.
Or your spell save. It's up to you.
I'm sorry. You want me to roll stealth or roll a save?
I want you to tell me what you want.
Or
this
just
thing to
use your
roll
save.
against.
Given the choice of me rolling stealth or the monster rolling perception against my spell save DC, I would prefer it to roll against my spell save DC. If I
Okay.
understand the options correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna roll. Ugh. Is that a pass?
That is a success, yes.
Then it will begin to attack you while you are invisible next week when we resume. Let us hope
Okay.
Belle can survive and your teammates can bail you out. Party, that's going to be us for today. Next week, we will either fight or flee from a Hydra and then enter a secret tunnel to the Hoarfrost Witch's tomb? Workshop? Library? Something.
And enter a secret tunnel if you're dead.
True. Any shoutouts you guys want to make?
Shout out to John.
Shout out. Shout out to this Hydra for being so smart. Damn.
You know? It's got a lot of eyeballs.
It's true.
And a lot of brains.
Shout out to Barney. Hope he survives.
Woof.
Barney's just in the background going, oh shit, I gotta get out of here.
Shout out to those 2 gums that just ran away. Probably the only gums that survived this encounter.
Sure.
There's a whole bunch of processing.
Not for long.
Okay. Guys, we will see you next week at our usual time. Take care. Don't die. See you next time. Ooh.